Everyone, and welcome to another Factorio Reddit Weekly. I'm Exterminator, and thank you for joining me again. And as always, we're checking out the top posts here for the previous week. We did this last week. Unfortunately, I had stuff going on, but I'm happy to be back. So we'll start here. I added glowing rainbow trails to the biters. So this is a mod. Which is pretty interesting. So there's like glowing trails to the person and trains as well with the mod, probably by the same person who made this, and now biters. I'm not personally a fan of it. I don't know. It's a little too much for me. A little too overwhelming, but really really cool still nonetheless. RG biters. I love it. So here's the mod. It's called Biter Trails. The trains one is pretty cool. I did spotlight that one. I convinced my engineering teacher to get Factorio this summer, and he's already 14 hours deep in 2 days. I hope this didn't ruin his life. Oh, dear. Oh, man. I'd like an update in a few days on how this plays out. Remind me, 7 days. We'll also be leaving the game on but not playing, but we all know who's feverishly playing. Who am I kidding? Yeah. That early on in their journey, I don't think they're just leaving it open. Friend has hundreds of hours in his base and hates trains. I don't know how many blue belts have been placed, but currently 2 million blue belts produced. Oh dear. I want to show the glory of this base, but it's hard to capture at scale. Any better way you guys can think of? Save files 250 megs. Oh my goodness. I'm like speechless, honestly. I mean, this is really like, this is both horrifying and cool and interesting at the same time. It looks really cool. Serious process person, that's some dedication. There's no way I would go insane trying to place this mini belt. Because this is a big area too. When you compare the size of builds and distances, this is just an unbelievable amount of belt. I just can't even, I'm just blown away. Dude, this is absolutely nuts. Holy crap. I can't believe they hate trains that much to go through the effort of placing all those belts. Oh my goodness. He's definitely got a belt going west like 10 kilometers, just hauling solar panels accumulators from a solar farm. I wonder how many they got buffered just en route. That's actually a good point I didn't even consider. Can you imagine the amount of buffer in this base just on the belts? Holy moly. Ooh, a fantastic looking highboard art. This is really cute. And it's, oh man, I love this. Like the black suit and helmet and then like the laser goggles. This is super cool. Look closely on the engineering game. The engineer will fire a laser out of his head if a laser defense module is installed. Ah, so when a swarm shows up from all sides, it's proof they're an owl person. Exactly. Mag in the SMG had a stripe to represent its red. Oh my gosh. The detail Hyport puts in is fantastic. It's one of my favorite of theirs, I think. I saw somebody else on here made Pong, so I made Snake. This just blows my mind what some people make. Oh my goodness, no way. It actually seems like a small amount of smarts to make this work. This is amazing. About 4 hours over a couple of days. That's seems really short, honestly. Because if you know what you're doing. We had no more stone. Oh no. Time to start a new game. Yep. Factory must be paved though. It is important. Satisfying steel smelting. Oh, look at those bots go. That's really satisfying. Dancing floor. Now I want to see an animation in map mode done by selectively enabling disabling roboports, right? Oh man. The Manta Ray, my latest spaceship. Space exploration. Oh my gosh, I can't imagine the cost and time to build this. Based on when I played, the stuff for spaceship was super expensive, and these look like even higher levels of it. This is just crazy. Top speed of 307, streamline is 100%. Oh, man. Bonus to its maximum walls do give a little integrity. Interesting. Yeah, I guess the walls give integrity to it. Man, space exploration mod is just super impressive. Think for Factorio. Factorio helped me get a better job. Okay, now this is interesting. Building the factory and getting better at problem solving helped me learn the logic better. I am studying web development and had been struggling with learning everything, but started thinking about my code like I would factory in the game. That helped me realize the logic of how to think and learn better and faster. With that, I managed to get myself a better job, and I'm happier than ever. That is amazing. Congrats to this person. That's fantastic. My Factorio is going to help you lose your work factory gives and factory takes. Oh my gosh. I really hope not, but it is a funny meme. This is the most polished game I ever played. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. After something like 3 years, and I'm absolutely impressed with the new releases. Excuse me, I had a yawn. Big list of here of the stuff they've noticed. I'm sure there's more I still have to experience. I also never really played around with Spidertron. They look incredible, but I still have to build one this run. Props to Wooby Software. Yeah, just wait for the expansion. Oh man, can't wait. My first Covrec setup. Nice. Using filter splitters is a pretty simple, good way to do this. It doesn't look like any smarts, which I'm a fan of. I make the priority path go back to the inputs and only chest the spare. Oh yeah, that is true. That's probably a good idea. Sometimes I wonder on my factory. Oh, I wander my factory and find stuff like this. Wait, now hold on a minute. Oh my goodness. I mean, ammo buffer is good, but they might want a faster inserter here. Friend just started playing. I have 2,000 hours and I refuse to help. I just kill buyers and answer questions. I'm so excited for the inedible bottleneck on copper and iron plates. Oh boy. However, this is a pretty good steel setup for like their first time and not really getting much assistance. The circular thing is not actually that bad, really. This is actually pretty good. I mean, there's obviously going to be a bottleneck, but that's really funny that they like won't give them help. I can understand though. The game is way better when you just discover things yourself, but it is nice to have a person there to help you if you do get stuck and like truly can't figure it out. Like I could have used that when I first played with trains. The Italian airport saga is continuing. Man, I'm hungry. Why is a red belt going into a yellow belt? I'm not sure, but it really shouldn't matter. My guess is it's just a mistake. They just missed those. As a gamer without sight, I'm finally able to get in Factorio thanks to Factorio Access mod. Huh. Context, I'm an accessibility consultant and gamer without sight, having never had any sight whatsoever, from the UK. I'm a big fan of action games. I've played Horizon Zero Dawn, God of War, and Last of Us. Varying degrees of sighted assistance. I heard about Factorio years ago through a NerdCube YouTube video, but there was nothing in the way of accessibility I knew of. Fast forward to a few weeks ago, I was engaged in a discussion with Crimso, who said about a mod he was working on for the game. I was delighted at this prospect of having a chill game where you don't have to wait for seasons. We can instead work at your own pace, at least in peaceful mode. So they found a bug, a few updates. After a bunch of advice from players who understood the game better than I did, including the mod developer, I have, as of this morning, 2 burner drills, one of which is self-fueling mining coal as a result, both feeding into wooden chests with furnace to make plates. That's awesome. I'm really curious how this would work. Just sound. Screen reader reading strings such as what tile you're standing on, the menus. It's taking a little getting used to, but I'm already feeling like I get what I'm doing. Just need to work out how to connect that electric mining drill I crafted to a power source, which unfortunately doesn't seem to have much information available. I wonder how, like, this makes me curious. I wonder how, like, how do they, like, read, like, comment replies, right? Because, like, obviously the computer, like, obviously there's programs and stuff that will, like, you know, like, read it and like, out loud. But, like, how does it know to go to the next one? I don't know. I'm very curious. That is awesome, though, that they get to play the game. I imagine it is difficult. I mean, I can't even really imagine how difficult it is, but that's awesome for them. I really appreciate the literally unplayable joke in this community. Like, props to developers for making games so polished that stuff such as this one part in the animation is a pixel off. Feels like there's left to report. Yeah, and they also, like I said, they do everything in their power not to break mods, which is also really great. More fluid throughput tests. I love the like the chart, the graph here as it fills up. That's really cool. After one suggestions from this Reddit, here's my updated defense wall. I call it, you touch my wall once, never again. Okay, let's get a little closer view with this. Oh, wow. So they've, like, actually just boxed in every turret. That's an interesting way of doing this. But it's really smart, because if the biters break through one, it's almost like the flood or blast doors or whatever in, like, ships. To, like, close off compartments, right? So, like, if they break through one of these, they still have to go through more just to get to the next turrets around it. This is really smart, actually. It's actually incredibly smart. I like mixtapes. You can do it with anything. Mixed belts make my head hurt. Get some labs behind those labs so we're at least 3 deep and expand for all the science. Hood here. What a great name. Build me baby one more time. So these names are hilarious. Oh, man. Play mods, they say. It'll be fun, they say. Crying and no robots yet sounds. I don't know what mod they did, but... Oh, Angels Refinery. Yeah, good luck. Recipe was upgraded 7 ingredients. Dude, no thanks. My newest Ion spaceship in Factorio space exploration. Ooh, now this is a slick looking ship here. I really like this. Power comes from the pole at the front is a space solar panel receiver. Well, that's definitely new since I played. That's awesome. I think my balancers have an issue. I mean, I don't know how to decipher this. Remember a time when we exploited this behavior to make filters? Yeah. It's interesting though that just like switching them over like that does that. Printed and painted a model I found on Thingiverse. I'm pretty sure I have that. I don't know where it is, but I'm pretty sure I have that somewhere. It's a really cool model. I can definitely vouch for that. There's some great stuff up there. There's like a nuclear reactor. Some like cool like biter fighting scenes. There's like a car, I think a tank too, assemblers, all kind of stuff up there on Thingiverse. Belt compression. On-one compression rate for blue belt is 9.6. 9 belt 6 wide. Wait, what? By colors you can achieve 2-to-1 compression. Oh dear God. No thanks. Picked up the game again and wanted to beat it without any external help or guides. Here's my unoptimized mess of a base so far. I like it. It's fairly organized, I would say. I mean, it's tight, spaghetti-ish kind of, but it's also very blurry. Really, the messiest thing looks like the steam power. Holy moly, that's a lot of pumps. That's maybe unoptimized, but the rest of this seems pretty good. All right, I think that's going to do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I really appreciate you being here. If you did enjoy, a like is also much appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe to keep up with new content. And if you have any thoughts and stuff, leave them below. Until next time, I look forward to seeing you all, and do take care.